company is Black Series Edition LLC with Crystal Edge Technology screens. We made this screen, which is a product called a Spartan. Spartan is designed to basically do one purpose. There's only one purpose only, is to conquer and basically to show at the end of the day why our products are more superior than anyone else's. We do have some people who have a habit. What did I just tell you? Sorry about that. My cat's doing something real stupid. Cut it out. Doing dumb stuff. Doing something right now. You're disrupting because you're over there doing dumb stuff. Stop doing dumb things. There you go. Sorry for a minute. I got to tend to the little one real quick because he's doing disruptive things. I'm going to talk about this right here real quick. I got to tend to this one first. Very good. All right? Goody goody gumdrops, all that stuff. Give me a minute. I gotta take care of this first. There we go. You're all taken care of now. No just crazy stuff. All right, so as I said before, back to this. Wait a minute. Okay. Things I have to do. All right. So, anyway, Jamie doesn't know business. I told you he doesn't know much about business. All right. So, again, let's get back to the Spartan. Spartan was designed for one thing. The purpose of the Spartan is to shut down people who talk trash. They talk a lot of trash, and to challenge all companies to show that our product's more superior. Now, we only have two individuals and we treat it the way we just treat them because they talk trash. Anybody else we come against, we're just basically going to do a demonstration. You have a choice to submit, and that's it. Keep it very professional. But these are the only two that we're going to crush like this because, again, they talk a lot of trash. And these people are scammers, so they deserve everything we're going to throw at them. So anyway, going to his account to send him over the letter that we have here, showing them that a Spartan would be visiting his website on the 1st. Of January, January the 8th of 2024, and sent him a letter because I don't want to go through he does a lot of crying. I don't want to go through I didn't hear this, I didn't know about this, I didn't know anything about this. I don't want to go through all that. Just send him over the letter. Didn't send him another certified letter because he did say that the product was a scam product and advised people not to buy it. They can't buy it. It's not for sale. That's you right there, right? Making a statement, right? So that means that you challenged the Spartan. So therefore, we're coming for you. So again, we don't expect for you to cancel. Don't cancel. Don't cry. Don't whine about it. Just go in so we can order the products, get it down here. And again, like I said, we got the post office stacks of them over here where we filed for these post office and mail fraud. Don't do any of that at all, period. So we gave him the opportunity to challenge the Spartan. What did he do? He started crying. As I told you he's going to start crying. He does this every time. So as he started crying here and ranting and carrying on, yeah, we realized that how little Jamie knows about business. So first things first, can't spell. And I'll show you why he can't spell. In the beginning, he comes at him. This is a letter we sent over to him about the Spartan right here. We had to break it down in one of them because he had some kind of message board up there. This would have been much better because we could run the entire thing in there with no problem. So right here he puts down, he says, can spell. It's not can even spell, it's can't even spell. That's what it is. Can't even spell. Can't even spell, not can even spell. At the bottom, you claim this to be our label. Actually, no, because again, you named a car. That's the name of a car. Alfa Romeo is a car. See, right here. It's a car. Unless you're making a car screen paint, that's what you're making, because that's what you put down there. That's not what we call our product. We wouldn't put down a product called Alpha and Omega. That wouldn't make any sense. You just named a car. That's what you named. So, right there, proven to be an idiot. Let me tell you something more. We added up how much he makes. He says he makes, from his orders, he's charging at $60. When you have a business You have to take out the percentage of what's going to come out of your profits. So if you're renting a brick and mortar store, you have to take out that you're paying for gas, electricity, heat, hot water, whatever, the whole 9 yards, internet, all that stuff has to be taken out of that. And that's why you have to make sure that you make a product that's worth its time. That's why you do all the testing and all that, so you can basically show that the product it's worth paying for. That's why we do all these demonstrations against high-end screens. The only way we can get the kind of money, and we can probably get beyond that for our technology, is because we have to show outstanding proof that this product does exactly what it does, and we have to back it up. He can't do that. He has a product that's literally matching house paint. So that means his product has now dropped lower than the sale of an actual can of paint. As you can see in these demonstrations here and here in the blacklist, his product matches a house paint perfectly with no problem whatsoever. Even after getting on here and bearing his receipts showing that there's no way anywhere it's going to match, it matched perfectly. So that dropped his product. Now, customers knowing this, are they buying his products? No, because we went in and did a search and try to find any customers, and we can't find anybody. No one's bragging, no one's boasting anybody on his products, no one's saying anything at all. He's not making anything. We added up at $60 now what he's charging his product, $60. At $60, is he making anything? No, because it costs too much. He just sat there and said he spent $29.99. We have it right here in the receipt of what you paid for. Right there. On your receipt, it says $29.99 and $7.50 you got for your discount. That's what you paid for in your receipt. And that's for 1 quart. So for 1 quart, if you paid $29.99, then that means a quart of black would cost you about the same price. I said $17 to be nice. But chances are, if you're paying that much, then you're paying that much for a quart of black paint. And if that's the case, you have already hit the 60 mark. And you haven't even added in shipping yet. That's another $8.49. And that right there, at the end of the day, would be just black and white paint. That's all it would be. You don't have your glitter in there. You don't have any silver in there. So again, this is way past the mark of $60. You've hit the 70, almost 80 mark. So where would the extra money come from? The extra money would come from out of your pocket. Now, what you did the foolish mistake of most people do, how they get themselves in trouble. You went in and added in as if, okay, I'm gonna make $60 for your item. This is what the mistake you made. This is why I said you don't know math well. This is where you made your mistake here. You have to add in your expenses, what's going to cost you, and what you have left over, because that's what you gross. We have your gross and what you have left over. So let me show you the mistake that you made, so why you don't know business. Now you see here, let me show you this right here. Right here, you stated, let me see, I got a 20-gallon order. Now you're saying you have a 20-gallon order, 20-gallon order right here. I've got a 20-gallon order. All right, so 20-gallon order, right? That's what you say you have, right? So your paint is at $29.99 for just 1 quart. So a gallon is going to be much more expensive. It wouldn't be 4 times that because you wouldn't be spending that. So chances are probably, since you're chalking that up, a gallon would probably cost you roughly somewhere between maybe in a price of 50, maybe $60. That's what you would pay right there. All right. So let's say you're making $50 you got to pay for a gallon. $50 for a gallon. And and your calculations are off here. If you got 20 gallons, right? And you're saying 20 of my orders is $60. 20 of your orders is $60. That's what you're saying. You're not doing your math here correctly. If 20 of your orders are $60, you can't add in the whole 60. You have to add the expenses of what you would make after you get done paying for the items. You wouldn't gross $60. That'd be impossible. You would have to still pay for expenses. So you would have to take away exactly how much it would cost you to make 1 quart in order to come to that equation right there. So this right here, let me show you. So see right here? See, we were saying it's $1,100, right? This is supposed to be a little closer. But $1,100, 20 orders, $60, right? Okay. So you're making this without buying anything at all, period. You have no business expenses at all. All right, so let's see. Let's put down 20 times $60. Oh my God, you don't know math at all. Jamie, what's 20 times 60? 20 times 60 is not $1,100. 20 times 60 is $1,200. You know, it's funny because I know these things already, and I just sit there and just play with them. You sat there and said that you make 20 orders, right? If it's 20 orders at $60, right, or $60, saving hundreds, right? That's not $1,100. That would be $1,200. See, calculators don't lie. 20 times 60 is $1,200. Where did you get $1,100 from? And they had a nerve to laugh afterwards, like, what have you done? No, what have you done? You can't add. I told you at the end of the day, the guy does not know math and he can't spell. I told you this. You care to enlighten us on that? We got an open mic. Tell me how in the world you got that wrong. Because I remember when he was talking about how many quarts go into a gallon, he was like 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Where the freak did 2 come from? That would be 2 quarts. I don't know where 8 came from. So where did you get $1,100 from? I've got to question you on this right now. See how far your space is? That would be 1,200. You can't add. I told you couldn't add. You can't add for Jack. How in the world are you in this business and you can't add? Don't you have calculators or something? Don't at all. You gonna come? That's why I say try to insult me, and then turn around and you can't even add. It's 1,200. Just like you sat there and said about how many quarts go into a gallon, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's like $80. No, how the freak would you come to $80? If it's $40 for a quart, it'd be $160 to be a gallon. That means that instead of 32 ounces, it'd be 128. If I want to confuse you, gee whiz, you can't add for Jack. This is why I got to come in here and embarrass you. I literally just came in here just to give you the Spartan invitation for us to come in and buy your product, and you come in here and act up, carry on, call me curse words, post addresses. This is why you're going to jail. This is why you're never going to see the light of day. This is the dumb stuff you do. But you embarrass yourself at the same time, trying to get smart with people, get nasty with them. And then you turn around, you spell the name of the product wrong. It's the name of a car. You can't even insult anybody. You can't even spell. It's can't. Not can even, can't even. Gee whiz Louise. And then turn in here and you get the math wrong. My goodness. Unbelievable. My goodness. Yeah, look at the curse word. This is a guy who calls himself to be a professional. Look at this. Like the logo? No, we don't. This is not in our logo anywhere. It's not there. Where would you get that from? That's not in our logo. Like the logo. Can you read? Now I'm questioning whether you can read or not. Can you physically read? Where would it say? We've been flashing that emblem over and over again. Where does it say alpha anywhere, and especially spelled that way? Gee, but I told you, not too smart. And the people who support him at the end of the day, guess how he makes you look like an idiot? That's what you support at the end of the day? A person that can't spell, can't read, and can't write, doesn't even know freaking math at the end of the day. And how old is he? Really? You need to go back to school. You need to seriously go back to school. My goodness, I never seen anybody that hilarious. I'm gonna find this one real quick. Can't spell for Jack. Can't even spell. It's can't. That's funny. I'll tell you, it's funny. You're gonna insult somebody on they can't spell, and you literally can't. This is why your website is the way it is. This is why it is. This is why you got to copy our specification sheets because we can write on in. Look at this. Okay, people, this is one. You even blended it in so badly that yeah, that's a shame, man. But I'm gonna show you something real quick. That's why your website looks the way it does. That's why your products don't work. That's why. You got spelling checkers. Everything freaking has spelling checkers attached to them. How in the world are you basically making accusations and you don't even know how to go in and freaking spell things correctly? You got a spelling checker right there. Just like Solomon 5 who wrote the receipts. Literally, spelling checker popped up and said, look, there's an underscore here because you got two things that are not supposed to be together. Any of you read and write? Gee whiz. Where do we go after this? Oh, here we go to the Spartan page. Here we go. Do you see a Spartan anywhere in the marketplace, anywhere down there? No, it would never be there because it's not a product that we sell. That's why it has its own independent, dedicated page to itself. That's why I said you can't read. Do you see anywhere in here that says anything about alpha? That's Phantom. Phantom, Black, Spartan, Destroyer. Does it say anything in there? FLE. FLE has nothing to do with alpha. So where the freak did you get that at the end of the day? We've been broadcasting this over and over and over again. So where would you get that from? You can't read. That would explain a lot. Did he respond back when I told him the correct way? He didn't see to respond back. Look, he's running his mouth all that time, talking all that trash. I had to go in and remind him, like, look, you're off. That's 1,200. That's not 1,100. And you're basically, this number is supposed to be a little closer right here. So basically, you're reading 1,100. I don't know what the freak that is supposed to be today, but it's 1,200. Shipping after 1 week. What have you done? No, what the freak have you done? You can't spell. Can't do math. I told you at the end of the day. Sat there and told people that 2 quarts of his paint could paint a 300-inch screen, the equivalence of 3 100-inch screen. Man, that's that Roadrunner Mickey Mouse math. We got to read through all this right here. And he got mad. He got triggered that fast because I sent him, whatchamacallit. I sent him a message on this. Hold on a minute. Make sure we get this correct. Ugh. Yeah, STORY. Bum 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 bum. STROY. Destroyer. That's how it's spelled. So where would you get can't even spell from? Can't. It's can't. Good, you're making me sound illiterate reading your freaking stuff at the end of the day. Alpha. You named a car. That's the name of a car. Can't explain it to you enough. You named a car. So let's go read to this. He ain't gonna come back now because he's embarrassed. He's upset and he's embarrassed. Got on here, talked all this trash. It just came over to send you over a letter to invite you because now you have challenged a Spartan and Spartan's coming after you. And you got scared and went into this rant because you got afraid of a Spartan. You just started going off on me because you got afraid. I told you it was going to happen. That's what he does when he's afraid. You talk too much trash. That's the problem. You ran your mouth about the Spartan. You said it was a screen paint. It's a scam. It's not a screen paint. We don't sell it as a screen paint. It's not for sale. It's just strictly designed to basically do what it's designed to do. It's conquer other products. That's it. And I said, if you ran your mouth about it, I'm going to stick it on you. And what happened? He ran his mouth. Now it came for him, and now this is what he did. He went into this rant, and as he's going into this rant, he started bragging about how he's selling all this paint, and I've got orders coming in. You can't even spell correctly. Can't even spell. Literally, look at that. It's supposed to be can't. Comes back in, send me my mix. You don't even have... Stop crying. More dumb stuff. Calls me curse words. Blah, 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 blah. More curse words. Then he said, like the Logan. Yeah, it doesn't have that in there at all, period. And yeah, okay. And then he says, send my mix. Just send my mix. Then again, another same thing. And don't get scared, and then more curse words, and then are you there? And then I put down, I will be sending you a certified letter to send us black paint for this Spartan. Simple and plain. Then he turns around, he goes, send my mix, send me your best mud paints. Then he put down, calls me curse word again. And then he turns around and calls me a peasant. And then right here, he goes out, you're mad. Does this sound like a professional today? Look at this. Just sent him 2 letters, and he's just upset. And then hoo-ah, 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 go and laugh out loud, something. I got 20-gallon orders, my girl. And then he put down my sister's address, carrying on again. Well, I guess it's got you in another charge. Yeah, we got 2 charges. We'll put down there too. And then he puts down, I'll send your sister a letter. Yep, you send him a letter. You won't be alive tomorrow morning. I gave you that much. I definitely gave you that much. I'm going to tell you that right now. You send him a letter, you won't be alive tomorrow morning. It's not a threat. That's actually a problem. That's one of the people that have ties. But you go ahead. You won't be around tomorrow. I won't even be the prosecution in court. We might just drop all charges. You won't exist when they get done with you. But remember, you don't want to ask for it. So if you see these brothers come up to your door, kick your door in, and you start blasting, remember, you bought it on yourself. So go ahead. Send her something. See what happens. Got the wrong people at the end of the day. I told you, her people that she's known. I'm not going to say who, but they well connected. But go ahead. You'll go missing. I guarantee you that much. Let's see right here. Then he puts down, what else he put down in here? Let me see. 20 orders at $60, saving hundreds. And he puts down, that's $1,100 after shipping in 1 week. What have you done? Yeah, that's not $1,100. That's $1,200. Then he puts down, oh man, I just got 5 gallons more. Sure, you got 5 gallons more. Then more curse words right here, calling me garbage. And then after that, he's ranting some more, talking about laugh out loud, blank boy. I did 25 orders. Scared? Man, these orders are coming in like crazy. So 1 minute was 20 gallons, and now it's an additional another 25 orders. And all these orders are coming in right now. You're being flooded with all these orders. That sounds interesting. But okay, and it's funny, we can't find any customers from your site for at least about 5 to a year back. But all these orders are coming in. Okay, I told you about the lies. And then at the bottom, I put down 1,100 orders shipping. This isn't right in 1 week. What have you done? I said, you're wrong. That would be 1,200. And he hasn't responded back. So let's put it this way so you can understand this. And I'm going to give you fair warning on this. My people have ties in your neck of the woods. They do, not me, but they have ties over there. So no one's getting on a plane. No one's flying over it. They're already there. So you send them over something, they get a hold of that letter, you got to move. Play with him if you want, you got to move. And he's not going to do that because he's going to get himself killed. I'm right from the door. It's not a threat. It's going to happen. You're going to get yourself killed. That's what you're going to do. They know where you're at. They know where you live at. They can come get you anytime they want to. They're not doing that. They're going to do things by the book as I asked them to. But if you go over there and you make that attempt, what I said you're going to do, your life is gone. And anybody around you would be gone. You're dealing with people at the end of the day, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So I would strongly advise you, don't do that. Because you'll come up missing. I'm running from the door. You're not going to be there. You can take it any way you want. Go and mess with some gang ties and see what happens to you. It's how fast you go missing. Leave it be. Don't go down that road. Don't tempt that. You already got enough problems coming to you already when you go to lockup that they already know you're going to be in there. And you still got to come down here to Allentown, and they know you're coming down here too. So advise you, strongly advise you, do not do that. But they get that letter and they find out, I'm not saying anything about it, I ain't got nothing to do with this, you're coming up missing. They're going to go right to your front door and kick that door clean in, and they're going to come get you. See, Jamie, the reason why I know you're a coward and you say things, because when the process server came to your door, beating on your door, calling out your name, you didn't come to the door. Your wife came to the door. That's what they told us. I said, who came to the door? Who's at the door? Because I want to describe who you were. So the woman came to the door. I said, where is he at? They said, he's there. We can hear him, but she came to the door. You didn't come to the door for a process server. So you're a coward, and I know what kind of person you are from the door. You're just saying stuff to be saying stuff. But I'll make sure that they get that information right there. So, are you ready for this at the end of the day? Because you're asking for it. We can clearly see that you're asking. I warned you from the door about these, my family members. Don't mention these people. They have nothing to do with this. And again, everybody knows the rules on this. You don't mention people's names that have nothing to do with anything. Only people we mention are people that are involved with tampering with our company, and that's it. Everybody else, we don't know about. The rest of the people, we just talk about them. But you're mentioning people in my family. If I warned you, you don't play games with these people, they're not going to call the police. They're going to make a phone call to somebody they have in the neck of the woods in your area that's been walking past your apartment for the last couple of weeks. And they're going to say, hey, look, we need it taken care of. And you're going to go missing. So you can take it as a threat as you want. You can't follow me any day because you don't want to make the stupid move. And you can sit there and call the police and say, hey, he threatened my life. That he said his family members are going to come get me. Oh, what did you do? I mentioned their names on YouTube. They're going to say, well, you know what? That's your problem. Just call us when they get there. The only problem is when they get there, it'll be too late. And remember, I said, he did it right there. He called him out. So go and send a letter down there. So if I get a contact call saying, hey, sorry about your case, but we're going to deal with it, that's the end of it. I can't do anything about that, and I'm not getting involved with them either. That's your problem at the end of the day. You're going to put everybody in danger. So go ahead. Play around and see. What's the word? Blank around and find out. This is what's going to happen to you. Get yourself killed. But other than that, you're mad and upset and angry. We can see, look at this. Look at the cursing and carrying on. You call me a curse word over and over and over again and again. You just ranting in here like crazy. All I did was just send him this right here. This is where we send him the invite for the product, and he just went off. Let me see right here. I'm going to get pictures of all of this. I might just make a recording of it. It's too long. It's just too much going on in there right now. Because I'm right. That's why you snapped. That's why you lost it like that. You snapped in the room. You literally you said we're triggered. Dude, I'm seeing the same message over and over again. You've been calling me a B-boy. You're cursing and carrying on and ranting. And now you're making these fake accusations. You're getting all these orders. You're not getting all these orders. And I got 20 gallons. And then over here, you say you got 20 orders at $60. And then you're saying $1,100. It's not even $1,100. You didn't even get that right. So how are you getting? Oh, never mind. Then he says, laugh out loud. You still there? There, I did my 25 orders. Yeah, he's lying. Let's find that junk. Let's go and get this recording real quick. Okay, let me see. I want to get this one at the top. Right there, we first started, he triggered off. All right, there. All right, we are on website under CROW Screen Paint Products right here. We have criminal charges filed against this individual. Also, with this individual making open death threats in the middle of an open case. So right here, directly on his message board, talking directly with him, we sent them 2 messages. Putting him on blast for basically calling our product scams. Here, as you can see, these are the messages that we received from him. It's a lot of cursing, calling us curse words, rants, same thing over and over again. We asked him that I was sending you black paint. So basically, he made claims that our products are nothing but scams. So we sent him certified letters, giving him permission to send us back black paint to put against our products, and he hasn't done anything at all. Matter of fact, we sent 1 letter through and we haven't received anything back, but we do have a signature confirmed. He did sign for it. More curse words right here. This is him posting one of my family members' address and said he'll be sending them a letter soon to my sister. Right there. Right there. There's more cursing, more carrying on. And this is off the owner. This is from the owner's site. We're talking directly to him. His name is Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Let me see right here. This would be his business right here. Let me see. Go to the search over here. This is where we found this LLC. Let's see. Oops, that's right. There's one hand here. Circle that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Kramer. You're having a problem spelling that. Spell this thing every day. Oh, let's get it from the site. I can't believe I'm having a problem spelling that. Give me a minute. We spell this every day, and for some reason, I just don't like this guy. He does some really disturbing and weird stuff. At the end of the day, he does very disturbing and weird stuff. CINEMAX. M-A-X. Oof, I know why I struggle with that one. CINEMAX Mix, and then we have LLC. LLC. All right. All right. So this is his company right here. This is his information, where he's at. As you can see, it's an expired state of information due date right there. And this is his information where he's at right now. And that's his company's name right there. And there's his business, as you can see, mailing address and principal address, which is under his LLC. And go here and copy and paste this. This is also to his filing date information. Get a copy of that. Let's go down here and let's grab this document here. And let's pull this up. There you go. This is his other part of his documents right here. His filing date, all this information from here. And as you can see, this is his official address for his business. That's for the LLC. That's the time he basically signed for it. And that's the attorney right there from LegalZoom. All right, there we go. This is all we need right here. All right. There you go, buddy. Got yourself in some more trouble, haven't you? Yeah. See, you got to learn to control your freaking emotions. That's the problem. You let your emotions get the most of you. You really do. This is what gets you in trouble. All we sent you over was just you sat there and talked trash. If you didn't say anything about the Spartan, kept your mouth shut and didn't say anything about it, then, we would have went out of business, but you didn't. You went in and made statements and said it was a scam product and that tell people not to buy it. How are they going to buy something we don't sell at the end of the day? That's got you in trouble right there. Got yourself in a whole lot of trouble, didn't you? And then you lost your temper and got mad and ranted in the channel. You got mad because I said you can't spell. You can't spell. You can't sit there and say can't even spell and you spell it C-A-N. Can't do that. It'll get you in trouble doing that right there. All right, this is the backup, exactly the reason why we sent over the challenge for Mr. Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. He went in and made this post on his channel. As you can see, it matches his website 1 day ago. Lost Sandgod is our YouTube handle. He's not using our name anymore due to the fact that we have outstanding criminal charges and lawsuits that are filed against this individual. But as you can see, it says right here that the Spartan, it's a product we're using the challenge of the screen paint mixes. Don't get scammed. So we gave him the opportunity to basically back up his claim, and which we're going to have that on January the 8th of 2024. We also will be sending him a certified letter telling him to send us black paint on this particular product as he claimed was a scam to back it up, or we'll just have to file another lawsuit against him. All right, there we go. Easy. So easy to catch you, man. It's so easy. But honestly, man, look, first things first, you're scared. We know you're scared. That's how you reacted. You're scared. And on top of that, you can't add. Don't come in here ranting and carrying on. You can't add. You get yourself in trouble, Jamie. you're going to jail. And you're going to jail with people at the end of the day who don't like you. And they're going to find out exactly where you're going to be at. And you're going to meet people when you're going there. A lot of interesting people you're going to meet. Because you do too much. And what are you going to do? Call the police and say, oh, his family's you're going to do this and do that to me? Police can't follow on anybody at all, period. You triggered this. That's like you calling out a warlord at the end of the day and saying something nasty under your breath, and then you're going to call the police because your life's in danger. You did it to yourself. You made that mistake. So, as I said before, I gave you fair warning. You contact those people, you go missing. That's what's going to happen. They're not going to wait to get you at none of that stuff. They're going to come right to your home and get you. That's what's going to happen. You're going to kick that door, clean it. I don't care about that steel gate. They'll take that thing clean out. And nobody will come out there and do anything for you. They won't touch them because they know what they are. I'm not going to tell you what they're affiliated with, who they're connected with. That's none of your business. You'll find out. Yeah, getting yourself in trouble. You got to learn to mind your own business. This is why I said that when you go through the prison system, if you carry the same attitude in there, you're not going to last 30 minutes in there. You're going to tick off the wrong person, and difference between there, it'll take a while before those guards get to you. The situation you got yourself into, that say if it occurs, these people get arrested, there's more. They're just going to keep coming back until they get you. That's what's going to happen. Because in the household that you mentioned, our mother lives in that household along with their kids. So they took that personally. So now you're in trouble. You brought it on yourself. And they're going to keep coming and coming and coming until they get you. There you go. Well, enjoy that nightmare. Wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of that one. Not in a million years. You brought that on yourself. All right, so let's get back to this whole you got to learn math at the end of the day. All right, so basically, no, you don't know business. If you got 20 orders at $60 a pop, that would be $1,200, not $1,100. I don't know where you got Where'd you get $1,100 from? Do you know how to add? Where did you get that from? But anyway, that would be $1,100. Second, bottom line is you got to count your profit on how much money it costs to make it. So what's the bare minimum you're going to have left over after you get done buying everything that goes into making that product? So if the product costs you, let's add this up real quick. You're not going to make $60 per each one. That's stupid. That's no way in the world it's going to happen. Where did you come up with that? Kids do this when they're adding up a lemonade stand. See right here? This is what he said right here. He says that he got, let me see, $1,100, right? That's what he got. 20 orders at $60 a piece. That wouldn't be $1,100. That'd be 12. But still, right here, that's 60. You wouldn't count that as a whole. You have to count down how much money it costs once you start paying for stuff. So if it's $60 that you charge for the item, and say that you have to pay for paint at $23, let's say for each quart, right? For each quart, it's $23 each at a quart. We paid $29.99 for a quart. That's what you showed in the receipt. That's what you paid for, right? So that means each quart is going to cost you $29.99, unless you're going to buy it by the gallon, which is going to cost you more money. Either way, you're going to come out owing at the end of the day. So, you're not going to have enough left over. So let's break it down. Let's say a gallon is $50, right? You got 20, let me see, because Jamie doesn't do math. He just adds stuff off the top of his head from the door. Each gallon is four quarts, right? And you got 20 times 4. Let's see. All right, that's right there. That's 80 quarts right there. 80 quarts. Oh, can't write on that. That's the evidence letter. All right, Jamie, look, the fact that you don't know that freaking 20 times 60 is 1,200 already tells me from the door you can't add. It's right there. Don't come in and try to justify anything. You can't add. Literally, you just sat there and said $1,100. Where'd you get a freaking $1,100 from? Do you know math? Do you even know business at all? You don't know anything. If you knew business, your LLC wouldn't look the same way it does now. It wouldn't be out of out of you old documents at the end of the day. So you know you don't know business at all. Anybody knows if you're making a product, you have to take out exactly what it costs to make the product. That's what you have to take out. All right, we got to put money for this. We got to take money for that. How much is it going to take? You got to pay your workers and all that. And then you have whatever you have left over. That's what you have. You don't know that. You don't take that at the end of the day. No, it's a gee whiz, Lee. Where are you getting you? I think you go to Sesame Street, and this is how you learn how to do business. A is for apple. J is for Jack. All right, 20. All right, 20 right there. And then you figure at 4 is for each quart, right? So 4 for each. So you're buying it by the gallon wise. You buy it by the gallon wise, you may max out and have too much paint here. All right, so bottom line, if you're doing it by the quart, which you don't sell by the gallon, you sell by the quart. So in order for you to buy by the gallon, but it depends on how much you need to cover what you're trying to sell to begin with. So if you're talking about, let's say roughly what it would cost to make a gallon, just say roughly that. 23, no, it's not 23. Over here it'd be 23. Over you said it's $29.99 for a quart, right? So that means it would cost you more. So let's say it's around $50. $50 for a gallon, right? That's a gallon of just the white paint by itself, right? And you need, let's see, it's 4 for each of these. 80. So you have, you said 20, right? So 8 and 8 is 16, right? So for 20 quarts, put down, adding and multiplying what you're charging for expenses, containers, shipping costs. Because remind you, if it's 20 quarts, I mean, you're shipping out individually by themselves. It'd be different if it was 20 quarts by one person, that you can put it all in one unit and ship it out. But you're talking about you're shipping out these one by one. Shipping costs alone for 20 quarts, let's just give bare minimum what shipping costs would cost you. All right. The shipping cost, the cheapest way to ship them out would be the post office mailers. That'd be the cheapest ones. Because the boxes would cost you around $14 a pop, right? I do ship outs all the time, so I know how costly this is going to be. So let's see a loan from the shipping costs, right? So you got 20 times $8 and $8 and don't do that, in 49 cents. So at $8.49 for each item, it would cost you roughly around $169.08. But what if one of those orders came in from overseas? Got to calculate that too also on top of that. So let's say shipping alone is $169.08. And you said the paint that you buy, let's see if we were to break it down. Let's see, if you were to get a gallon, you would need to get a gallon for every 4. That's what you would need. All right. All right, so let me see. We have did you add in this up off the top of your head? As you're right here. Oh, right out of the way. Why do we have this up here? He's quiet. He hasn't talked or said anything in the room at all, period, since we're adding all this up now. All right. I got 20 orders at $60 a piece, right? So basically, you're charging this by the quart, right? And you said $1,100, which is actually $1,200 instead. That's what you have there. So we have to add that you're not, if you do it the hard way and you buy it each one per quart, that would cost you more money. Because that means that's $29.99 you would have to pay for each quart. And that right there is going to add up real quick. So the best thing you could do is basically buy it by the gallon, because that's what you would have to do. So you would have to get in. Let's see. 20. I wonder if he did the math on this. Okay, so yeah, there's no way in the world. There's no way in the world. You would come up. You no way in the world. It'd be way too much money. Way too much money. There's no way. I'm trying to break this down in other ways. I try to look for every other direction. Nope. That's off. That's definitely not going to work right there. So you're talking about 20 quarts. Count them by fours. You're off, way off on this one. That's 5. So it'd be 5 gallons. 5 gallons for his 20 quarts. You don't do math well. So we got 5 gallons, 5 gallons. 5 gallons, it would take 5 gallons to complete 20 quarts. 20 quarts, 5 gallons. So that's 5 times 50. 5 times 50. 5 times 50, let's see. $20 gallons. I'm sorry, 20 quarts. So 20 orders at $60 a pop. At $60 a pop, it would take about 5 gallons to complete that order. And for quarters at around, let me see, in your area, we say about $53. 5 times $53. That'd be $265. $265 plus the additional $169.98. Now that's just for white paint. Now we got to add black paint to this. So black paint, if you're buying that, at the end of the day, you buy that by the quart because you don't need that much at the end of the day, unless you're going to make it. Let's see, if you do about 2 tablespoons of black paint per each quart, this is how you have to break it down. You start off with a quart, this is how you make it, and then you multiply that by 4 when you're making it into a gallon. So say you're putting in around somewhere around 2 tablespoons of each one. But if you make it darker, this is actually going to cost you more money for black paint at the same time. So let's say roughly, probably to complete this job, because we did at 5 gallons at a time, let's say you're doing about, the smart thing to do is to buy about 2 gallons of black. And if you don't believe me, Jamie, I can make it for you and send it to your door. So let me see, 2 gallons of black. Let me see right there. Let's see, let's give you at another $103. Now you got to add silver to this, right? Because it's going to have some kind of silver glittery look to it, right? So PPG over here on our end is 20. Actually, no, it's $50. Let's see. PPG Metallica Silver. Oh man, it's $60. I forgot how expensive this stuff is. So $60. Keep in mind, when you do silver, you have to do, and you're doing a gallon, if you're doing it correctly, chances are you're probably not, you're being cheap on it. It's supposed to be a half a gallon per every gallon. That's what it's supposed to be when you do it. You can't put in a couple of teaspoons. If you put in a couple of teaspoons, the problem that you have, you will never see this stuff at all. So it has to be per half. And if that's the case, this is going to cost you a lot of money. That's why the silver is most expensive. But chances are he cheapened it. From the paint that I've seen so far, it isn't much. So let's do it this way. For every gallon, you would need a quart for each one. Because that's how you have to do the silvers. You put any silver into this, it has to be a gallon per quart. A quart per gallon. So how much is the quart? Quart is around $25. And you got 5 of these, right? So we're talking about 5 times around 26 bucks. 26 bucks. So that's $130 right there just for that. Because remind you, the bigger the order, the more money you're going to have to spend for product. This is the part you don't understand. You're not making 1 quart. You're making 5 gallons. That's what you're making. So if you basically look at, you're doing about 20 quarts. 20 quarts is going to equal 5 gallons. So you literally have to make 5 gallons. You're not making it by the quarts anymore. So saying your quarts, if you have somewhere between 2 tablespoons of black paint and you put in 2 tablespoons, and you're going to multiply all that by 4 to equal a gallon. That's what you're going to do. But most people, if you're smart about it, you make a large quantity, which you're going to have to do anyway because you have 5 gallons to make it. You're not going to take a 5-gallon bucket and dump one of these in here because you'll never see it in the day. And you're not going to take a 5-gallon bucket and dump in a gallon of black paint because that's not going to change it at all. And what if it's several different products? Now, you said in the day that you make several different products. We make one product. We have one product. Once the new alpha comes in, it's just in small, medium, large, whatever we have in 1 gallon, 2 gallons. That's it. It's all the same thing. It just comes in different sizes. You, on the other hand, you have different products, and each one of your products are made different, which means this is going to cost you more money for each one, unless they're all similar, exactly the same. So what happens if somebody orders 10 of the, or 5 of the darker mixes, and 5 of the mid-lighter mixes, and the other one? Then that means you're going to have to make individual ones, and this is going to cost you 10 times more money. But let's say roughly it's just one altogether, just one paint they just ordered, only just one. All right. So if it's just one altogether, that we got right here, we got, this is the base. Oh, stop doing that. This is the base. This right here is going to be our shipping. And then you remember, you got to buy containers. And this right here is going to be right here at the bottom. We have $103 right there. Or we haven't got the silver glitter yet. $103. That's the black for that. And then at the bottom, this is going to be the silver. So silver is 130, black is going to be 103. You're going to spend shipping alone, each one. If it's a customer for each one, then you're talking about $8.49 for each one. And then you're talking about the basis loan for the gallons at $53 a pop. You need 5 of these, or if you just buy a 5-gallon container, it's still going to cost you $200-300 around that price. And then we have to consider the fact you need Christmas glitter, because I've seen in your paint, I've seen glitter in there, so I know you put glitter in there. So let's add in that glitter. Glitter, you're not going to need much in that. I say 2 of those is what you would need to complete 5 gallons. If you put too much in there, it's going to give you a Christmas tree effect. The reason why I know all this, Jamie, because when I was making paint, I was making it for a company, and I was making 5 gallons at a time because that's what they requested, was in the contract. So that's how I know to make it 5 gallons at a time. So let me see. All right. And you sold just for $60. Do you know how much money my Crystal Edge products went for? $170 a pop. When I got an order in, we got somewhere between $8 and $9 grand. Yeah, you're looking at what we charged. All right, let me see. So let's put that silver glitter in. That silver glitter, and we put down at 8 and 8 is $16 right there. And then you have containers you have to buy. So if you go to Amazon and you're going to be shipping these out, let's see, cheapest ones you get, you might just better off just going to Uline. If you go to Uline, Uline gives you, well, you're only doing that, yeah, you're doing 20 of these. So you go to Uline. Uline, let me see. Uline. Uline. Uline, here we go. We need a Uline. shipping same day. Let's see. Barcodes, U-lines, quick orders, boxes, categories. We need containers. Containers and pails. Here we go. And let me see. Yeah, this is one should be going for here. And where are they? Here we go over here. And then you would be getting 1 quart containers. So let me see. These, and these. Let's go with these are the cheaper ones right here. All right. So let me see. Your price would run in at, let's see, per case price. 32 ounces, 32 ounces, 36 units, 36 units. So that's 36 times 100, no, sorry, not 100, $1.69. So let me show you how to read this, Jamie. This is how things, see this chart right here? This is how you read one of these. Right here, this right here is your model number right here. There's your 32 ounces right here, right? And you go over across here, you read across here. Each case comes with 36. Each case at 36 means that they charge you $1.69 for each case. The price drops if you go and get 3 cases, and it drops down to $1.59 because it drops. And then right here it says 36, that's the minimum, and you hit add, that's your cart. That's how you do it. That's how you buy bulk. All right, let me see what price, and then you got to pay for shipping too, because shipping is not free. So we're going to talk about, let's see, you're going to need 20, but you're going to get 36. So 36 times $1 point, what is it? 69. So your price is going to be $60.84. Now, if you were to buy these from Amazon, that's $60 point $60.84. Now, if you got these from Amazon over there, these are $20 a pop for 2 of them. I think 2 or 4. Let me check. You can get 3 of them from Amazon. Let's see over here. Let's go by Amazon. And since you got all these orders, that means we should be seeing some customers' reviews. So do me a favor. With all these orders you got coming in, 25, 50, all these customer orders coming in, can you do me a favor? Can you ask your customers to do some reviews against your products versus house paint to show that we're wrong in our demonstrations that your product does not match house paint? I wouldn't mind if you do those. Can you get any of them to do that for us? Some Network Gray 773 side-by-side demonstration? Can you do that? That'd be nice. I would love to see it. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, right. Ain't never going to happen. Let's go down and get containers. Let's see. Quart containers with lid. See? When I told you, when I said I added up the numbers, see? When I said $60.84, bam! Bam! Got to do your math, Crow. You can't do that math. You don't know that. You said 1,100. Where'd you get 1,100 from? I got a question there. Where in the world did you get 1,100 from? What did you add up at the end of the day that came to $1,100? She was all in one sentence. I can literally say, if you say you slandered me, how am I slandering? You added it up right there. And then you said can spell. Can't. She was Louise. Can't spell, not can spell. Oh my goodness. And then you spelled the freaking alpha under a freaking exotic sports car. And then got mad and wanted to rant, curse me out, and just did all kinds of stuff in there. Just to get yourself in trouble and potentially put your life, well, actually your life is in danger. I honestly can say that from the door. You messed up pretty bad. Yeah, you really messed up pretty bad. You can sit there and say, oh, you threatened me. No. You did it to yourself. We got the video showing you mentioned my family members' names. We got it. They got it too. So you did it to yourself. Put your own self in that situation. Better hope it just pertains just to you and you only. You better pray on that one. They don't try to go berserk on you. Yeah, you got something coming, man. Prison's a bad place. You mess around and get sodomized. Bad place. Let me see what we got going on here. Let's see. I got to go back to Amazon real quick. No one's at the end of the day. You think that the stuff you do to me makes me angry? No, it doesn't. You criminate yourself. You give me a ton of freak right off your site. Right off your site. We got you posting the address, making claims that you're gonna go send them letters, all kinds of stuff. Got you cursing me out. I got the owner himself of Crow Screen Paint Products cursing me out and basically making threats. Right there on your site, and everybody watched it in the live stream. All I asked you is that you made this comment about the product, Spartan, so I challenged you on it. That's what I did. I wrote your letter. There was no cursing in the letter, nothing at all, and simply told you that we're challenging your product. That's it. And this is how you react. You went off. Man, you went off in there. That is not going to go well for you at all, period. That's going to be really, really bad for you. Extremely bad for you. So that's more criminal charges. More criminal charges. And we got hardcore proof of it all. And then you ticked off some really powerful people in my family on top of that. Oh, yeah, you're going to meet them in prison. They're going to see you. They're going to walk right in you. I don't know. I'm going to tell you, I don't even know. I'm going to say, I don't even know. I don't know. But all I know is you're going to meet them. You can talk all that trash then. And I guarantee if you locked in there with them jokers, they're going to sit there and say, well, we don't know. We don't know nothing about them. We ain't got nothing to do with them. That's his dumb nonsense. But they might get you too because you said some stuff about their family member at the end of the day. So, hey, brought it on yourself. You don't do dumb stuff like that. They don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about at all. You brought them in it. This is why when I went on your page and I saw the white pages come up, I saw your family members. I saw a majority of your family members popped up on them white pages. What did I do? Cover all that up, come down to your page because that's between me and you. Now, the reason why your family members are involved is because of the lawsuits. That's why. Because what you're going to get hit with, it's going to basically hit your family members too. Well, basically the people, not your kids and stuff, but your wife's definitely going to get slammed with it. She married you. She's going to get hit with everything you get hit with. It's going to affect your family. You're going to be in jail. You can't provide for them. You're going to be in jail. Now you got more charges. In the middle of an open case, you turn around and did more dumb stuff. Yeah, doing dumb stuff, man. You brought that stuff on your head, on yourself. Anybody else, you look at Danny. Danny does dumb stuff. He does. But at least he has a level of knowing how far to go because he knows he can get in trouble, in a lot of trouble. He has enough stuff to got him in trouble already. But if you notice, he's really not saying anything. He went on vacation and disappeared. He's still commenting back with some dumb stuff, but nothing that's really we can actually prosecute him for. But we can prosecute him for the rest of the stuff. Nothing's going to father his prosecution. But you, on the other hand, man, you're like watching somebody set themselves on fire and walk through a burning building like, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. And somebody's going to step to you. They're going to know who you are when you walk in there like, oh, that's him right there. Yep, that's him right there. That's the one right there. Okay, no problem. They're going to make it look like probably like you owe money, you bumped into them the wrong way or something going to happen. But yeah, you're going to fight. You definitely going to fight. You're going to fight a lot. You don't do that kind of stuff. People I talk to from up and down here, people I know up in here, I said, yeah, he called my family members out on live like that. They said, man, yeah, I wish he would. I wish he would. I beat the stuffing out of that. They said, yeah. Anybody say anything, you're going to get your butt whipped. That's what's going to happen. They're going to beat the crap out of you. And you deserve it. I don't want to hear you crying about it. That's why I said when you come back to court, you're going to look different. Because you shouldn't have mentioned their names. So now they want to talk to you. They want to know who you are at the end of the day, running the name. But you send that letter there, you're going to have to move. I'm going to tell you right now, that little iron gate you got there, that don't mean jack to them at the end of the day. You got to come out of there sooner or later. They'll wait out there every single day waiting for you. You got to come out there sooner or later. Don't do that at the end of the day. You put your family's life at danger that way. You do dumb, that's dumb stuff. Don't do stuff like that. What's wrong with you? You don't, that's what I said. You're not a man at the end of the day. You don't respect your family any way whatsoever. Who in a right mind put their family at danger like that? You're not a smart man. You're in the middle, Jamie, Fernando Gonzalez. You're in the middle of an open case. And you're sending death threats and carrying on your company's account. You're stupid at the end of the day. Very, very stupid. That was the dumbest thing you could do. Not supposed to engage, and you did. You messed up. Not supposed to do that at all, period. And keep in mind, anything that pops up on here, on this right here, all being monitored, so you know that. That's why when some of y'all, I see y'all going a little too far with the comments, I put you in the timeout. I'm doing you a favor, trust me. Because you can get pulled into this very, very easy. So if you see me put you in the timeout, the reason why I'm putting you, I can use, if you want to make death threats on here and carry on, hey, I got no problem with basically getting you prosecuted. But if you see me put you in a timeout, there's a reason why I put you in that timeout. I gave everybody an opportunity on that side to go in a different direction, and they chose not to. And what I'm supposed to do at the end of the day? Let me get this straight. So, if they attack me, and they spread rumors about me, if I go after them, I'm the bad guy. I'm wrong for doing that. I'm wrong for challenging them against my product. That makes me a bad guy at the end of the day. If that's the case, man, y'all can bite my behind at the end of the day and get out of my face. Because no one's going to sit there and tell me that I'm supposed to be a welcome mat to let other people walk over top me and do what they want. I don't got the right to defend my own company. I'm going to defend my company, but I don't care who says what at the end of the day. If you're going to call me a scammer and you're going to say all the things at the end of the day, we don't got to do YouTube. We go to court. Let's let a judge decide that. Bring your evidence. Let's come to court and let's do this. I ain't got time for that nonsense at the end of the day. I guarantee you, bar none. Not only will my product work 100%, but I will clean your freaking clock at the end of the day. I will take everything you freaking own, even your freaking freedom, from you. Play with me if you want. I'm going to sit there and let somebody boss me around and think somebody going to walk. You don't got that kind of privilege over me. You lost your freaking mind at the end of the day. No, I back my product up 100%. All I'm seeing is a bunch of jealousy. That's all I see all day long. Bunch of jealousy. Y'all can't back y'all stuff. That's why I've been asking y'all to send me black paint. Where the freak is my black paint at? Haven't got it yet. As of today, I'm giving Danny, you got permission, and Silent Wake. I want y'all names on these, on the which one. I want your full name on it and address. You're scared to send me your address because you're cowards at the end of the day. I'll send you my address, no problem. Send me over your address. Gee whiz, man. Y'all can't back Jack up. Don't worry, I'll have that Spartan down there cancel y'all stuff out real quick. We're not going to do this back and forth thing. When that Spartan comes to your door, we go order your stuff and you cancel out, that's the end of it. All that crying and whining stuff, do it to somebody else. I don't care. Moving on to the next person. You already went there and cried and whined already. Sent him something, he went there crying galore. Man, shut up. What are you crying about? You opened up your mouth. You said it was a scam. I went in, sent you a letter saying, hey, look, you're going to challenge your product. This is a date we want to come for your product. And we get a bunch of cursing and carrying on. I told you. Scared. You post my sister's address and you basically send a letter to them. That's not doing anything to me. You just wrote a death warrant for yourself. You're just going to murder yourself. That's all. And anything around you're going to murder. And you put your family in danger when you do that. And you can't sit there and say at the end of the day, oh, you wrong. No, you did it to yourself. That's not my problem in the day. That means I don't have to show up for court now. All this is done. Nothing else to do. That's it. Oh, well, that's one less person. I just prosecute the rest of them because you won't be there. That's it. Put your life at danger. You ain't basically putting me at danger at the end of the day. You did it to yourself. Now you got to worry about mysterious people walking past you on the street. You don't know who's who. Because you called out some people that had nothing to do with it at all. Did it to yourself. So you go over there and you send a letter and she says, who's this from? I said, oh, that's from that Fernando guy over in California. They know where you live at already. Okay, fine. No problem. Taken care of. And that's going to be the end of that. And that case will be gone. I'll never get a chance to see you in court. Nope, I'm going to never see you again. You don't have, that's why I said I know you didn't grow up in any rough neighborhoods because you don't have common sense. You don't have basic common sense. You don't have it. If you did that where I lived at in the neighborhoods, you'd be dead by now. Somebody would have got you on the street. They'd have got you in the store. They'd have got you in a court. They'd have got you somewhere. They'd have got you. If the person was respectable enough, sometimes they wouldn't do it in front of the house because probably their mother know your mother or some contact. They get you someplace else. And you would have been gone already. running your mouth, spreading rumors like to do like a little girl, you'd have been gone already. Somebody would have definitely stepped in and knocked your teeth out. I'm surprised you're still alive right now. I really am, especially in the area you live in. I'm really surprised you're still functioning. Shouldn't be, but I'm surprised. And we know you're not connected. We already know that from the door. So yeah, even if you are connected, you wouldn't do that dumb stuff. Because again, you're causing trouble at the end of the day. Nobody wants to bring heat on them at the end of the day. I'm not going to say what I used to do when I lived in those neighborhoods, but I know for one thing, you don't make ripples, you don't make trouble. The best way is to stay under the radar and do your business, and just don't bring nothing to your back door. Anybody who starts bringing ripples, they got to go because they bring in too much trouble. We don't need all that. We're not trying to come up on the radar like that. Keep everything under the radar. You would be a person they would definitely get rid of because you do too much. But go ahead, like I said, play that card and see what happens. Yep, I'm going to take the paperwork, just throw everything in the trash because we ain't getting anything. Nothing, not a thing. I ain't getting involved in it. But I gotta basically report that, you know that, right? So it's going to come up. They're going to find out. I'm not going to let that slide. I'm not going to tell them about it because I know what's going to happen to you if I tell them about it. I got to file that as a police report. Now they're going to be in the court room. Yeah, our family's going to be always there to support me. They're always going to be there. And it's going to come up. Their address is going to come up in the courtroom. So I ain't got, I don't know how to handle that, son. I don't know what you're going to do. We got to file a police report behind that. You posted the address and you said that comment about Macy sending them a letter. So when we go to court and that comes up, you better hope they lock you up there. But if they lock you up there, then that really don't mean a difference because they probably going to get you in there. So they're going to know. They're going to be in the courtroom. Now, if you're thinking no, not them. They will be in the courtroom, as in associates will be there to watch. Now, they wouldn't have been in there if you didn't say anything. If you didn't say nothing out of your mouth, nothing at all, that's just me and you at the end of the day, that's all. They come to me like, you got a problem, you need to get a handle. I said, nope, it's good. Everything's 100%. I already got it taken care of. We're going to do this the right way. I'm taking them to court. Got everything done, blah, 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 blah. That's the end of it. Okay, cool. All right, whatever. Go about their business. That's it. That's the end of it. But you mentioned their names, and they don't know you. So now they want to know you. And if, again, you send that letter over, I'm going to take all the stuff we have here against you, and it's over. What am I going to do? I can't prosecute somebody that's not going to be there. Who am I going to prosecute? I'm going to prosecute them. Yeah, them. That's all I got, but not you. I have no case against you. You're not going to be here anymore. Oh, no. So go ahead. Play and see what happens. Let my sister contact me and say we got a letter. Automatically from the door. Automatically know from the door you're going. Don't put your family in danger. Don't do that nonsense. Let's see, containers. We got these containers. I've seen these 32. These are twist tops. Oh, I got to look at some new stuff. Oh, I got the lock containers coming. I'm doing the lock containers. Let me see. Back and forth. Let me see. I'm looking at these I wouldn't trust. These suckers pop open. That'll pop open right there. I don't care if you tape them all day long. I tested these. These are pop. Majorities are pop. These right here pop. These are food containers. Besides, you can't be putting paint in that right there. You need the ones that lock or the ones that twist on. These are okay. We use these from time to time, but they still have to be sealed. And if you get these are $21. You get 4 of these, 5 of these for $21 right here. But these, you run the risk of these things popping unless you don't seal them right. Containers with lids. I'm looking for the other ones. Those are the ones I'm looking for. Back and forth here. Is that them? What are these? Oh, these are freaking glass jars. Oh, heck no. Oh. This is interesting. $16 right here. I've never seen these before. These are actually pretty nice. But then again, you worry about the containers are too big. Shipping costs will cost you money too. Yeah, you're always doing something stupid. Now I got to print that out. I got to go to the police station today. I got to submit all that, file another second set of charges on you for that mess right there alone. That's going to be already. They scanned over the address where you posted her address. All that scanned over. So you know, Jamie, when you come down for the court case, associates will be there, and it's going to mention her address in that courtroom. Right now, she doesn't know because I kept most of it a secret. They're not gonna get mad at me at the end of the day, because they well equipped in that area. You walk up in there, you going from the door. Anybody walk there, you going. So again, they don't know. But we get to that courtroom, they're gonna mention her address, and she gonna freaking flip. She gonna go off. You're not walking out of that courtroom, I'll tell you that much. And when they're gonna put you in that freaking cell, by that afternoon, they're going to know exactly where you at. Now, when you're already locked up, I'm making a trip to California. I got some business up there I got to take care of. So I'll be up there. No, I'll be down there with my fleet. My fleet will be going with me. But I got some business in California I have to tend to. We just want to make sure that you're not there when we go down. And the reason why is because if we pop up in that area or who we're coming down with, like I said, it's a business trip, I don't want it to look like we're coming down to do something to you. That's why you can't be there. So I'll wait until you're basically put away and then we'll pop up. I'm very interested in California. The reason why I'm interested in California because California's property is very, very cheap. It's going to be very cheap. With I hate to say it, and it's a shame that they're allowing it to end up this way with the homeless crisis and everything that's going on down there. A lot of these places are leaving California. A lot of the places, California is losing a lot of business rapidly. So I don't know why. Sometimes it's like it's a business tactic. It comes down to a business tactic. If they wanted to clean it up, if they wanted to basically bring out shelters and put these people in shelters and all that, they got the money. They can do it. They got the money. It's a business tactic. That's what it is. If you look at Kensington and Philadelphia, Kensington's a freaking horror show down there. It was never like that. The time I spent in Philadelphia, Kensington was never, ever like that. I'm looking at this right here. I like this. Was never like that. I've seen Kensington at one point used to be nothing but heroin and freaking needles and crack cocaine and all that crazy stuff at one point. And at one point, it used to be nothing but freaking porn strips and freaking bars down there at one point. And now it's gotten to a point now where it's just freaking zombie land. I mean, literally, if you walked out in any part of Philadelphia and you started smoking crack out there or anything, you'd be busted on the spot. But out there, they smoke it and they walk around and don't do anything to them at all, period. Can they clean it up? Yeah, they can clean it up. They can clean it up. Do they choose to? No. Because they're going to wait till that property value drops down to a super cheap dirt. And a lot of these big-time developers are going to come in and they're going to buy all this up. You know what that means? You don't got to pay anybody to leave. You got to pay people to leave. That costs money. They don't want to spend that money at the end of the day. You're going to make that neighborhood so bad that nobody, no company, no business, nobody wants to live there. They're going to move out and leave. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to buy up all those properties in there for pretty much next to enough and rebuild that entire area all the way up and then make it cost tons of money just to live in there. That's what's going to happen. I watched it happen when I lived over on Broad and Susquehanna when I lived over there. I like these blue jars right here. Let's get back to this thing right here. Let's see roughly what I spent for mine. I spent about $20 for every 3. So that's what I do for mine, $20 for every 3. But yeah, that's what my neighborhood I lived in was a real rough, violent neighborhood and beautiful houses out there. But that neighborhood stayed like that for 15 freaking years. And then all of a sudden, you're starting these people start popping up in the neighborhood. There's more and more police present in the neighborhood. They were just really just less and more of the drug dealers were leaving because again you see cops all the time. You don't want to be on the corner. You start leaving, going in other places and moving a little farther out because it's 50 on the corner every 5 minutes. And the next you know, you start seeing these people walking in with these little scopes and chalking out the streets and everything. And investors were popping up, taking pictures of all the houses, and boom, you walk there right now, you need ID to walk through that neighborhood. If you don't have ID when you walk the neighborhood, you can get locked up because they gentrified the crap out of that neighborhood. Nothing but big old beautiful houses. They converted all them old burnt out houses into gorgeous houses, and it costs an arm and a leg to live in that section. If you ain't got the money, you ain't living in there. All right, let me see. $20 for every 3. $20 for every 3. You're going to have to overspend if it's $20 for over 3. So about, let's see, for every 3, right, about 36 bucks. Come out cheaper than that. No, it wouldn't come out cheaper than that. $19.20, that'd be 20. Yep. Yep, and that'd be $20 for each one. For every 3 is 20. So that's about $100 bucks. So $100 bucks on Amazon would cost $40 more. So you'd be better just going to Uline and buying because it just costs too much. You're getting 3 of them, and it's not enough. It's not going to be enough to do it. 3 for each one. You just better off going to Uline because you'll have some extra. You're getting 36 over there for $60.84, and you're not getting that many for over here. So you just better off staying with them at the end of the day. It's the stuff you got to add up when you're doing large orders. All right, so let's see. So we got, let's see, $265. All right. And keep in mind, let me explain something to you why you don't have 20 orders, order this large. Where are you making it at? Because you're not making it in that apartment, you're not. So if you're telling me you're getting that many orders and you don't have another work area, you're making that much paint in that apartment, did you just admit to that? Because that's a license inspection issue right there. Number one, you're not licensed. You don't have a license to sell or do business in the state of California. That's something you don't have. You have an expired LLC, and you just made claim that you're making that much paint in that environment. That environment's not even zoned for it. That apartment's not zoned for commercial. So how in the world are you making that much product in that place right there? See, now you gave me something to question. So now I got to go over the license inspection in your section and show them exactly your company admitted to making this much paint in that environment. Dummy. Too easy. Just too easy. You're not zoned for it. Can't do that there. Probably going to try to come in and try to remove it as fast as possible. Good luck on that. I've recorded it. So I'm going to go over and find out. We know, no, it's not zoned for that at all, period. So you admitted to making that much paint in your environment. All right, let me see. Okay, that'd be 169. That's for the shipping. And that's 0.98 cents. And then we have another point on that. We have 103. All right, another point on that. And then we have $130 added onto that. And then plus an additional $16 plus another for the containers would come down to around, let me see. No, we need a whatchamacallit for that one, plus for that one. We would need $60.84, 0.84 cents. So this is what your total would come up to. You would have $744.82. Now, mind you, that's a generous price right there because the inflation in California is much higher and much more expensive. So you're probably paying a lot more than that. And we didn't add in tax. So roughly somewhere I would say, with all that together, about $900. Easily, around $900. And you said you're making, which your number should have been $1,200. Now, see, when we charge for screen paint, when we did it, it was around, I had to make sure that everything what it cost me would matter by the quart. So how much would each quart cost me? And that's how we would break it down. So I had to figure out how much money I had left from each quart. So when I first started off, I was selling my screen paint products for around $50 or $50 to $100 a gallon. But I wasn't making any money. I was getting nothing back at all, period. And I'm thinking, I'm working for nothing. I'm not making nothing. By the time I pay for the fellow to help me take the packages down, by the time I pay for items and everything else I need, I had nothing left over. I made like 10 bucks. That's all I had left. That's how I know how much you make, because I was charging that much. And then as I'm doing more and more tests and getting my product better performance, I'm still making a little bit of money. And my mother said, you got to get paid for what your product is worth. That means you're going to have to work harder, put the time in, and prove it. And that's what I did. And next year I went from making $50 to $100. I was making $300, $400, $500 easily off my product. Yeah. But the problem you have here is your product match house paint. That's what you have. You have no batch numbers. You have no testing. There's nothing there. So whoever made these orders, as you claim they did, let me get this straight. They saw that demonstration of you matching house paint, or do you have this demonstration directly on your website so your customers can see this, the improvement of the yellowish tones versus your product? You keep talking about this yellowish tone nonsense, but I don't see this directly on your website for other people to see so they can make a decision for themselves to buy your product or buy the house paint. Yeah. All right, so let's chalk it in with, let's say, roughly $900. Because again, you're more expensive than what we have over here. So at $900, let me see. $900, let's see, take away $1,200, not $1,100, got that wrong. You have $300 left over. You have exactly less than what I make off a gallon. A gallon would cost my customers pay for is $360. That's what you have left over. Yeah. Nice to make this stuff by the gallons. If you tell I have no experience in digital, I have literally more videos on digital crystal screen paint, more beta testers, and more customers than your website combined. So I know great paint in the day, and I know how much it costs to make it, because I had to make large quantities of it when I had that contract with the company. The minimum order that we had on our contract was 6 gallons. That was the minimum order. Anytime you design a contract, you have to put a minimum in there, because you don't make any money. If you go in there and you put down minimum is 1 quart, you're not going to make any money, because you're going to have to spend money. Either the quart's going to cost you more money, or you're going to overlap it and make more money to actually equal over the quart. It's still going to cost you more money, and you got 3 extra quarts laying around that's not even sold. So you have to make a minimum. I have to make a minimum of such and such and so it's worth my time and money. So our minimum was 6 gallons. So every time an order went through, automatic 6 gallons. So no, you don't know what you're doing at all, period. And then you're claiming you process all this paint in that little apartment. That's where you process all this paint. An area that's not zoned for basically commercial. You process these orders in that apartment. Where did you store this much paint at? Yeah, this will get you in a lot of trouble. So let me see over here where he's saying that how much, if he didn't start deleting stuff already. There we go. Let's have a look here. You said how much you ordered. You had in your site. We're going to send this to your license inspection in your section, because right now we have on your site of you making a claim that you got this many orders, and you're doing these orders off your site. You're doing orders off your you have a business on the side. You don't have a business on the side. You don't have any of that. You process this in your apartment, right? So your apartment's not designed for that. Because you have to, and you have a license to process all this, to sell this product. I'm looking at that too. You don't have a license. We know you don't have a license. The license would conflict with your LLC. That's why. So you're bragging right here. Make sure we get that name in there. All right. I definitely want to get that address in there too again. There's address with name over top. There we go. That's for the criminal charges we're filing today. I got the recording. The recording's for court. We always get the pictures and recording at the same time. Let me see. You said you sold how many gallons again? All right, so we have here, came back in here. All right, cursing and carrying on here with this nonsense right here. I need, he says, okay, so 20 gallons. 20 gallons right there. All right. So you got yourself in trouble. License inspection will be in contact. And the reason why, Jamie, license inspection will be in contact, because you have made statements here that you're making this much paint in an apartment that's not zoned for commercial use. That's why. And it's right off your company. That's all we need. That's it. Well, license inspection will be involved. They'll be contacting your landlord because we have proof that you made statements that you're making large quantities of paint and an apartment that's not zoned for that kind of commercial work. Don't bother bringing your LLC up. That won't help you. That thing's expired. On top of that, you got perjury charges on that. Oh, well, that's why this is doing too much stuff at the end of the day. Okay, oh man, I just got 5 more. All right, cool. Put that in there too. See, you gotta get your zoning for that apartment is not zoned for commercial use. It's zoned for residential use. That's what it's zoned for. So by you making a statement by saying that you're getting all these orders, and that's a lot of orders, mass orders that you're getting, where are you processing these orders at? You can't even process them in the garage underneath you. You can't process them there either, because that entire building is not zoned for commercial use. Therefore, also too, they're going to question, do you have a business license? And you don't have a business license. We know that already from the door. So that's going to come into question. Then they're going to look into that LLC, because you're going to look and see you have an LLC, so they're going to go investigate that, and they're going to find our videos, which show, and basically the charges we filed, that you already have investigation for committing perjury. You should have never made that statement. That was stupid. You can't run that kind of business in your apartment. That's almost a chemical factory. Oh well, just like Danny Rogers, who made claims that he don't buy his products over scratch. So if you don't have any kind of testing facility or any where you're testing these raw chemicals at, where are we testing them at? In your house? Can't do that. House is not zoned for that. Not for that kind of chemical testing, it's not. We don't make claims that our products are made out of raw material. Everything we have is over the counter. We just make it differently. We have something we add to it to make it differently, but nope, can't do that. Oh, man. Talk about messing up. All right, I'm done with this. As you can see, we try to teach. Oh, Jamie, let me explain something to you real quick before we go real quick. When you add something up and you say that I make this much money off of this and this is how much I'm making gross, no, you're not making that gross. You have to add what it costs to make that product. So if you have a business, you got to pay your employees, you got to pay insurance, you got to pay for electric and utilities. You got to pay for supplies. You got to pay for all that crap you got to pay for all together. And then you got to deduct how much of that's going to come out of what you're actually making. And whatever you got left after paying for everything else, that's what you make. That's how it's done. You have a job, right? You know how that works, right? So they don't go in and pick. You make $20 an hour. They don't give you what you make the whole $20 an hour. They take out things out of your money and take your taxes out and everything else that you. I haven't worked a long time, so I don't know what they take out now, but they take all that stuff out of there, right? And then whatever's left over, that's yours. That's what you get. That's how it works. Nobody makes $20 an hour and turns around and you make the money that you're going to make from $20 an hour in a week's time without them taking nothing out of your check, that's what you have left over when they get done taking what they want to take out of your check. That's what comes to that. So when you have a business, it's called business expenses. If you have a tax wholesale license, which you don't have one of those, this is what you file. You file this right here at the end of the day so you can get everything back that you paid for. So the monitors, anything that has anything to do with business, I get that back. All this I pay for, I get it back. Even if I pay for shoelaces, as long as it's tied in with business. Now, the mistake people make when it comes to this is they go on vacations and do this, and they mark it up as a business expense, when technically it wasn't a business expense. It was just about having some fun. And this is how you get in trouble, because you're not supposed to do this. If you're going on a business trip, you're going on a business trip. That's it. But if you're going on a business trip and you're out there having fun and doing this and blah, 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 you're going to get audited. That's what's going to happen to you. So you can't do that. You can only pay for things that are being used for your business. Taco can be used as a business expense. You know why? He's a mouse killer at the end of the day. Yeah, you can claim your animals. You can claim your animals for taxes. A lot of people don't realize that, but you can. But he can be claimed as that. Dogs, yes. If your business is in your home and you're running an e-commerce business, your lights and all that stuff become write-offs. Now, your cell phone bills is different because, again, you can write off cell phone bills if they have something to do with business. You want to make sure you have that all because you don't want to get caught up in that one and make a mistake on that one. But, yeah, that's all a part of business. All that's a part of business. If you're making a cost for business, if you're calling mom, dad, and whatever, no, forget it. But, yeah, that's considered to be a business expense right there. If you're on the clock, how many hours do you work? So how many hours that you work on the clock? And if you're using that for that particular form of business, that is your business expense right there. Whew. Got to get a license for them, by the way. And you got to get an EIN number. You're going to need one of those. Definitely need one. And you need a business tax identification wholesale license, which comes in handy when you buy your stuff because then you get everything wholesale. Like we do. We get our products wholesale. Yeah. You know, you can use, when we go buy, I buy some of my containers from Amazon. Do you know we actually have a business account through Amazon that allows us to get our products much, much cheaper because we have that license? Because Amazon supplies to a lot of companies. And again, we use our license to go in there. We type it in there, fill out the application, ask for the number, we type on it. Put that in there, we done, get the application back. They say we're good, boom, boom, boom. We buy everything really, really affordable. Now, Jamie, we've taught you about business. You've learned some things. How do you feel right now? You feel a little bit smarter. Was able to help you out. Now, think about it. When it comes to writing letters and all that stuff, man, that is your problem at the end of the day. You got to go back to school. Go back to school, get yourself a tutor or something, or find somebody else that can write much better than you and have them just do all the writing from now on, because you really shouldn't be writing anything. And this is very unprofessional. This is on your own business site. This is your site at the end of the day, and this is how you carried on your own site. Cursing and carrying on your own business site. That's very, very about my company. And we got all this curse wording, all this curse carrying on here. Wow, this is really sad. Not a way to do business. People, I explained to you from the door, do not let your emotions get the best of you. Because he went into a rant of calling me B-boy and cursing and carrying on. Don't look professional. So I'm going to be going on my Facebook stream in a few minutes, Jamie, and I'm going to be talking about this right here, about how you're very unprofessional, and this is what we received from you today. Well, first I'm going to do it here first, and then I'm actually upload to Facebook. I got to get some more pictures and stuff on this account right here. So I'll be back. Glad we had this conversation. Jamie, you did all this damage to yourself because you talked trash about a Spartan, and we sent you a simple message saying, hey, we're going to get your stuff. Because I just want you to know that we're buying it. That's it. And this is how you reacted. You went off. Hope you don't show the same attitude in court. Not going to go well for you. Hope you don't show this attitude in prison. Definitely won't go well for you. Act like a tough guy in there and see what happens. Somebody will try you. I'm going to tell you right now. They're going to try you anyway. That's what's going to happen. You fresh meat coming in. You knew. You don't got no ties, nothing in there. Nobody knows you at all whatsoever. They're going to try you. That's what's going to happen. A little bit of trying to help you out here. You find food and stuff on your bed, don't touch it. Don't go near it. Somebody walks up to you and they butt in front of you in line, you're going to have to beat the crap out of them. That's what you're going to have to do. Because if they do that to you, everybody's going to do that to you. You're going to be sitting at the back of the line every single day. So you're going to have to fight that person. Better hope he just doesn't beat the crap out of you for the guards get there. Because the guards eventually going to get there at the end of the day. But just makes you just hold your own. So that way it doesn't look like you're a punk. If that guy walks in front of you, yeah. And the reason why most likely they're going to do it is because if you got ties when you're in there, they're not walking in front of you. If you fight and you can rumble, they're not going to walk in front of you. They're not really going to try. They don't really. Some people don't really want to fight, or maybe they might want to fight, but you don't know anybody coming in there. So if they butt in front of you, you better do something. You're sitting at the table eating your food. Somebody walks over and takes something off your tray. Better fight. You're out there in that courtyard. There's certain areas you can't be at out there. Better stick to the wall. Oh, y'all gonna need that advice. Don't get mad at me, you did it yourself. So, that's Jamie. I gotta come back and I gotta record all this stuff right here again. I'll make sure I get enough evidence for everything. And I wanna show this off on the different sites you're gonna be at. How professional you are. And how you curse, how you carry, how you act up. And lost your mind in here. Just acted up and called me trigger. I don't think that's trigger, buddy. This would be triggered. All this stuff. I sent you 2 messages. I sent you actually 3. One there, and you came in and I told you couldn't spell because you didn't do that correctly, and you came in and you snapped. Called me B again, called me B right here, snapped about the name of it, started cursing right here, and sent me back my product, cursing again, cursing, all this. Then I sent you a simple letter again. I will be sending you a certified letter again for the paint. And then he went to a frenzy, started cursing right here, started posting addresses and carrying on, sending out threats. You're going to be sending people letters at the end of the day, calling me B-boy all over again. Interesting that I told you about be real careful on things you say because they can end up becoming you. The word you're using, B-boy, that's what you're going to be in prison. Interesting you use that term, and that's where you're going. Be careful about using things out of your mouth that, again, will end up becoming you. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. Oh, man. Glad I have to be in that. So, again, while you're in there, I'm going to go to California and make a visit down there. I want to look at some property. I'm very, very interested in looking at some things over in California. So, me and the fleet will be there. And have a look around, look at, also on top of that, that whole Coney Island thing, I'm definitely going to take a visit down there. We'll definitely be down there. So me and the family are going to go down and take a look at it, check it out. And take a look at that neighborhood real quick. Got some nice stuff going on down there. That'd be a nice place for to put our technology down there. I'm going to get a couple of billboards, put something down there so our technology can be embedded down in that section too. You won't be to see it because once they file those charges on you for cyber stalking and all that, you don't have any access to online ever. Period. They won't give it to you. Ugh. Woo! Okay. I got a post that he snapped and lost his mind because that right there, boy, I can't believe he sent all that in there. I'm gonna tell you something, Jamie. Why it's sad? Why you don't know business? Anybody else that I'm doing business would never show. I would have never seen that side of them. Never ever seen that side of them. They don't show that side. Do you see me snapping and carrying on and sending you curse words? I sent you right over on your message. There was no cursing and carrying on, nothing at all. I sent down what I could because you only had 80 something words. I don't want you to come like, oh, he can't spell. No, you only had 80 something words and they all wouldn't fit in there. And I thought I'd have to break it down. But when you came in and started typing it and it left this area open, I said, okay, I can just send it all through there. But I don't carry on like that. Anyone I do business, even if we have a little, I've done business with people where we might not see eye to eye. They don't do that kind of stuff. Because this would make them look very unprofessional. This is the reason why no one is buying your stuff. Who would do business with someone who carried on that badly? right there. When you get mad at your customers and start posting their addresses when you get mad at them? Oh, I would never do anything like that. I would never. Yes, you would. If you act like this, you act like that to anybody. Anyone you're mad at, anyone who crosses your path that you get upset and angry about, that's what you would do to them. So what customer would go in and slide a credit card and give you their personal information and their debit or credit card information, knowing that you carry yourself like that? That's not professional. All right, well, that's basically about it. Let me go get this other video done because I have to make sure I get a recording of all of this. I'm gonna post it. Snap. I need it in my file. So when we ever go back, we'll keep forgetting. There is not gonna be going back. You're going to jail. So okay, let me go get this done. All right, people. Hope you enjoyed. We try to teach Jamie a little about math and adding things up. For some reason, I don't know where he came up with 1,100. I don't know. He lied about orders. Maybe we can get some of these people to basically post their these orders so we can see them, because I haven't found any orders on you. Let's go over here real quick. Let me see for a minute. We're on your site, right? Yeah, we're on the site. Let's go see if we can find anybody who's posting anything new on your product. You said 20 orders, right? Let's start from the bottom. Let's grab this one first. I don't like to make statements. I don't back up. Gee whiz, I swear. Who writes your stuff for you? Why in the freak do you have capitals all in the middle of sentences? The quality, even from outdated projectors. You don't need to have two capitals there. Capital there, NC, and then capital there. And this is all you have for your specifications? Gee whiz, that's awful. And then we spelled delivery wrong here. He hasn't spelled delivery correctly. That's been on there forever. He did remove the SKU numbers off. He did that right there. Capitals in between that. Man. Let me see real quick. I'm going to look for this product real quick. See if we can find any customer who has this right now. I can't wait. You said 20 orders, right? 20, 25 orders. That got you in a lot of trouble. And I'll tell you why. Again, like I said, you can't run that out of an apartment at all. You got a 3D printing machine in there with all those chemicals, aerosol cans, and then you're running all this right here too on top. All these orders are coming through. Yeah, this is going to get you in trouble. And you don't have a license to sell in the state of California. So yeah, you are in the question now. I'm going to send that over to license inspection and zoning in California. Now see the difference between me, you guys lied. You lied so much that you sent out letters and you lied and you got caught. They wouldn't know who I am. I don't hide behind stuff. They would know my name is Kenneth Bird and so and so. And this is what I found disturbing when I was having a conversation of a fellow who owns his website. He literally stated that he's getting all these orders to his website and his business is not zoned for commercial. Tell me I'm not lying. Am I lying there? I'm not. It's right there. All right, then you admitted it. You said it right here on your own site as I was talking to you. Okie dokie. Let me see. I'm going to go here. Let's see if we find any of these customers. He claims that are 20 orders. 25, 20 orders. 5 gallons of paint, all that mess. This is us. We're the first ones that pop up on your product. 2 years ago. Let's put down customer reviews. You said at one point you got 20 gallons. 20 gallons? You said 20 gallons and you got something like 60 something? Yeah, yeah. Where'd you get 20 gallons from? Hold on, I'm looking at that for a minute. Right here. He said here, I got 20-gallon orders, my girl. 20 gallons. So someone sent you an order for 20 gallons. You said 20 gallons. You don't sell gallons. So you're saying they broke it down by quarts? They sold you 20 gallons in quarts? That's what they bought? Do you know how much paint that is at the end of the day? 20 gallons in quarts. Think about it. It's 4 quarts for every gallon. Do you have any idea how many quarts that would be? how much paint you would have to process. You don't have the facility to be able to process that much paint. Now, the basement that I have in Haventown, all the places that I had basements, I can process that easy down there. Do you have any idea how much paint that is? That's a lie. Where are you processing that? You don't have an upstairs and downstairs. You sure don't even got a basement in there. So where would you be processing that? I would process that here easier than you. You got all those people in there. You got all those animals in there. And you're processing that much paint? Oh, man, this is going to get you hit pretty hard. That is a lot of paint. 20 gallons. I got 20 orders, my girl. Yeah, 20 girls. Man, no, Jamie. 20 orders. Okay, wait. He got 20 orders, my girl. Let me see right here. He puts down here. And you call me your girl. That's creepy. I'm not your girl at the end of the day. No, I'm not into that. I don't get into that. You call me I'm not your girl at the end of the day. My girl. 20 gallons, my girl. I'm not your girl. This is why I said that the whole stalking thing, yeah, you just claimed that I was your girl right here. Yeah, so we already got stalking charges. Now you're making it like I'm your girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't do that stuff at the end of the day. That is not my thing. I'm gonna need a picture of this right here because we got the whole stalking thing on him, and yeah, he's claiming to me for be his girlfriend now. That is creepy. Yeah, right there, my girl. Yeah, I'm gonna find now, mind you, because you mentioned my girl, that would be sexual right there. Yeah, that is. I'm gonna file some charges on you for that one right there, saying my girl. I am not your girlfriend at the end of the day. I am not that type of person. I'm not into that kind of stuff. That would explain all the pictures and weird puppets and God knows what you've been doing with me at the end of the day. My girl. You call me your girl at the end of the day. So I'm going to file sexual harassment charges, and I'm going to also file stalking charges because we got stuff, you taking pictures inside the house and all that stuff. We're obsessive of making these little puppet people, and then you're going to basically address me as your girl, my girl. Nope. I'm filing sexual harassment. That's sick. I am not your girlfriend. I just looked at that. I said, my girl. What the freak do you mean by that? You don't go up to a guy and go, my girl. You don't say it to a guy. You say it to anybody. Get your behind whipped for that. My girl. I am not your girlfriend. Yeah, I'm filing some sexual harassment charges on you. That's creepy right there. So you know what that means, right? You have to file as a sex offender. That's creepy. My girl. With all the weird pictures and poses attached to that, and you call me your girl? Ew. That's nasty. That would explain why you were obsessed with taking pictures of my butt crack. Because, yeah, when I would bend over, sometimes you see a little crack. It's painter's crack. All painters, people, they do it. Big deal. It's a butt. But no, this guy was taking pictures of my butt. This is why I get on camera. I pull my pants a little bit, so I got to be careful because I got a weirdo watching my butt. Yeah, and he called me my girl. Ew. Man, you are creepy. It slipped out, didn't it? Creepy. And this is why you return as B-boy. Yeah, because you probably think that, ew. That's nasty, Jamie. That is really nasty. Oh, that's nasty. Using B-boy? That's gross. There's something wrong with you. No. That's creepy. He called me my girl. My girl. 20-gallon orders. My girl. Creepy. So, guess what? With all that being out, I'm filing sexual harassment charges on you. You call me your little girlfriend, and you refer to me as your little B-boy. At the end of the day, your B-boy. You're a B-boy. Yeah, that's what that term is for. I'm going to go and file that against you today. Sexual harassment lawsuit. That's a girl. More like sexual, and like you're trying to, you're coming on to me. It's weird. I don't know anybody would call somebody my girl, and so you're referring to me. I'm a guy. Ooh, creepy. All right, cool. Let's see. What's our temperature today? I'm gonna fly down to the police station and get this all filed in real quick. Where else we had to file? Oh, whatchamacallit's receipts. I have to get all that stuff done. Call me my girl. Ew. That'll make your skin crawl right there. That was the obsession of being inside and taking pictures of the room and stuff like that. You're creepy. So Jamie has a thing for me. I knew it was something weird about it. I told you. He was constantly taking pictures of me all the time in the weirdest places and then basically taking pictures of my butt crack. Let me see. Let's get this one right here. This is CINEMAX. Let's see if we get any customers on this stuff right here. My girl. Ew. Ew. Nasty. Nasty. And then you call me a B-boy? Yeah, that is creepy. All the names you could call somebody, and then you said, my girl. That's nasty. Y'all better holler at your boy. He got some problems. Y'all need to holler at your boy. He got some problems. Over here calling me out, my girl. That is nasty. Your wife know? Let me go over here. We need this. Nobody, nothing on this. Put down CROW's review. Did you put down? Let me see. Customer review. Down here. I got the other one too. The backup to customer. We did this one already too. On top of that, customer review. 20 orders. Do you have any idea how many quarts? It's a lot of quarts for a lot of paint. Where are you processing that? I've seen the table space you have in there. You don't have the space to process that many orders. So where are you processing that many orders from? And no one's buying that stuff. Here's your review. This is your review right here on the UB Mix customer review. How many people got it? See right there? See right here? 1 year ago. Over here, 2 years ago. Scroll down, 1 year ago. Scroll down. So that's again 3 years ago. Scroll down again. This is the guy that shows up on this video on his YouTube, oh my goodness, his website. 1 year ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, nobody there. Knock knock. Who's there? Nobody. Nobody who? Nobody. All right, let's take this out. And we got the other one. Let's go see how many people for the CINEMAX mix. Let's go over here, click on here, hit this right here. What do we get on here? This is the same video that shows up on the Frankenstein. Right there. Look at that. Right there, CINEMAX mix. 1 year ago. This is you copying some dumb nuts. I'm trying to copy us. 1 year ago. 6 months ago. And that's you. That's not a customer. 2 years ago. Over here. That's just your channel. 5 years ago. Nothing there at all, period. Is this the video we sat there and said about the whole paint? Oh yeah, it is the paint. Even in here you can't spell correctly. You put down here, has. It has a yellow tone to it. It has a yellow tone to it, not has. Ain't nobody in there buying your stuff. Who in their right mind gonna buy that stuff? Look at this monstrosity right here. We got you posted everywhere. And everyone else did the same thing. They wouldn't touch your stuff with a 10-foot pole. That's why you're mad and upset. Ain't nobody buying your stuff. The first thing that came out of your mouth was, I'm getting 20 orders. I'm getting all. No, you're not getting any of that. See? Nobody buying your stuff.
So, what are the results of this? All right, let me tell you. It doesn't produce. I don't know. I mean, for being a gray screen, the black levels is just not there from my projector. So would I use it with my P2 projector, even though it's 2 million to 1 contrast and all that stuff? No, I would use it. Okay. First of all, you know, the whites are really off. It's like an ivory color, like I said. They're really off.
Yeah, we saw it on the other video. It was off all right. It matched your stuff perfectly.
Color, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You can see different colors.
That's why no one's buying your stuff. So that's the CINEMAX right there. Let's go track the other ones down. Okay, CINEMAX, no one's buying that one. All right, come out of here. Right there. Let me see. Let's go over here. This is supposed, what's this right here? This is the CINEMAX. This is this dark stuff right here. This stuff doesn't even freaking exist. Can't find nothing on this mess. Let's go over here and let's take this whole section here. See if we find anything on this. Any customers on this. Let's take this all off of here. See what we get for you. Can we find anybody? Nope. We have nothing here. What we have here? We have this is CROWcast. Just talks about me, exposing me as a scammer right there. Ooh, we need this for court. Did I get a picture of this already? Yeah, I got a picture of these two already. I want a picture of my face saying that I'm a scammer. That's what I want. And this is yeah, this is Jamie right there. All right, perfect. Let's get a shot of that right there. That focus in there quite nice. All right, and let's come over here. I want to get this right here that says I'm a scammer. And let's get right over there. Show us Crow's account right there. There we go. That's perfect for court. Woo! Oh, we definitely got to do this one. Well, we got this one, or you guys are already. Gosh, you're not going to do well in court at all, period. So this is the only thing you have is your CROWcast. That's it. So let me see. Any reviews on your product? On this right here, this new product you claim you have? Nothing? Nothing? So maybe we should start having some of these FBI agents go park themselves into CROWcast. How about your stuff is being monitored? There's nothing there. There's nobody buying your stuff. Jamie, look, this is what's going on. You don't have any customers. Your business is done. It's dried up. The only thing you have left is your little CROWcast. You come in there, making your complaints, making lies at the end of the day. That's all you got. That's all you got. You're filled with hatred. This is your life right here. Well, you're going to jail, but until then, your business doesn't exist. I'm looking for customers. I'm not finding anybody, not one person at all. This stuff is definitely fake. This is a dummy shopping cart. So there's nothing there at all. Let's go find ourselves somebody else on your product. Now, you can't go on there and say I'm making this stuff up because I'm not. I'm going through your website page by page, and we can't find anything. All right, these are the overseas mixes here. Really nothing in here. Just basically, let me see what we have here. We have, under the selection, we have the hybrid mix right here. You see, have them listed here. Nope, these are just what you guys are getting at the end of the day. Overseas, you're getting ripped off from the door. I don't know how you're going to send that product back if it don't work. You got a $70 surcharge fee sitting on it. Good luck on that one. All right, so let's do the ones he doesn't have on there. Let's get personal mix. Let's go look for that one. Right here, let me see, customer review. This product doesn't exist, so that's a dummy shopping cart. Right here, and right there. Let's see, look it up. Nothing there. Let's put down Crow it then, maybe that'll work. We'll put down Crow 11 76. Let's see if this brings it up for you. Don't find any customers on you. Come on, get out of the way, please. Really, seriously? There we go. No, this is just us right there. That would be us right there. This is you. So this is how long ago. No one should post anything about your products. We have over here. This is us. That's 3 years ago. That's 1 year ago. That's the customer got upset with you. That's 3 years ago. That's from you 2 years ago. That's 2 years ago. That's 6 years ago. That's 1 year ago. Nothing there. There's no customer reviews on none of your products at all, period. That's the personal mix. Let's go over and let's find Frankenstein mix. You don't have anybody here buying anything from you. Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Let's go take this section out right here. And let's put this one instead. All right, let me see. How long for customers? Anybody post anything new? 9 months ago? 1 year ago? That'd be us. 1 year ago. That is you. 1 year ago. That's Danny right there. 5 years ago. Customer over here. 1 year ago. Customer, that's you. 2 years ago. And us, when you got your post office fraud charges for the Frankenstein that got you, going to get you a whopping 20 years in prison. Yep, and that was 1 year ago. So, nope, nothing there. No customers there. No one's buying your stuff at all. Period. The videos that you have on your account are the same videos you had on your account for years ago. Let me just pop up. Let's go take a look on your account for your customers. Anything new? Oh, man, this is a mess in here. And you spelled court wrong again. Gee whiz, can you spell court correctly? It's not QRT. All right, these are your customers right here. Well, actually, that's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. And that's you. Let me see here. In the dark, of course, because your stuff doesn't work. So that light reflect into the ceiling? Yeah, that's what happens when your paints are too light. That's 5 years ago that video was posted. Take out some of the stuff real quick. Some room to breathe in here. 5 years, that's 5 years ago. That's pretty old. Let's go over and let's grab another demonstration. Let's go here from the truth right here.
Like a TV. Look.
That's how dark that environment. It's a church? It's that dark in there? That's dark. Yeah. You see the demonstration with my technology on display that I just showed my promo demonstration? Yeah, that environment is really dark. And it's nighttime too. Are there any windows in there? Yeah, see right here? See the screen sitting on the side of the wall where it's dark over here? Yeah, your screens are washed out. I can see that from here. But look how dark it is. These stage lights, none of these stage lights on here are on. All these are off. These are on right here. But this is dark. Yeah, compared to my demonstration, when you can see the screen, my screen's probably about 4 times the size that, probably about 5 or 6 times the size that. They're huge. But I got my lights here directly over top of the screen. You can't do that with a gray screen paint mix. It won't pull up at all, period. That is, yeah, look at that. Your screen, wow. That's awful, Jamie. Come on. That's awful. That is completely washed out. And it's dark on this side. Why is it so dark over here? That's a shame. That is a shame. They got ripped off. They got ripped off. That's pretty bad. That is washed out. Where is, see the difference between the cup here and see right here? See how washed out is here? But he has more light in here. There's more light here. Over here it's much darker. Wow, that is bad. Jamie, I got to dig into today. This is awful. I'm going to have to go through your customers' videos. This is absolutely awful. You're not getting any orders. How old are your customers' orders? They're 5 years old, and the screens are washed out. Every single one of them, I guarantee, is going to be in the dark. Coming back in. We got to talk about Jamie again. I got to dig into you, man. I got to. Come on, you open up a Pandora's box. I can't pass this up. I can't. I got to talk about it. Be back.